Okay, been chatting a little bit with one of my subscribers on YouTube, and sorry, I got a runny nose. He wanted more information on the windmill. I was going to go home yesterday, but if you look outside, it's still snowing. There's bad roads all through Colorado and northern New Mexico, so I'm not going to mess with it. I-25 is a mess, I guess. I'll try again tomorrow. Today's Monday. Got a little snow. I guess they call this a blizzard down here. I don't know. I know all the schools were closed this morning. Laugh, giggle. Okay, but anyhow, my subscriber wanted to know about the windmill. Let me turn this light on over here. This is going to be real easy because it's really windy outside. Right now, it's blowing like heck outside, and we're putting out 0.5 watts, now 0 watts on the windmill. 32 watts, 2.62 amps. This is the windmill. Whoops. I don't know if you can see all the variations down there. See how much it's varying? It doesn't do a whole lot, as you can see. This is the solar. And you can see it's doing quite a bit more. And it's really cloudy outside too. And that's with all kinds of wind blowing right now. That's all you're going to get out of that windmill. I'm going to go outside. Well, this is the controller. It's an RX 1224 controller for the windmill. And these are fuses that I put in. This is tied in parallel. It goes on over here. Well, where does that tie in? I don't even know where that ties in now. But anyhow, it hooks into the batteries. Oh, here it is. Okay. The windmill's going down on a separate line to the batteries, which I did not need to do. I should have just taken the windmill over to here and hooked it up. I remember why I did it now, because I wanted a separate amp gauge for the windmill. Now I could have tied the amp gauge into here, but I don't remember why I didn't do it. So the amp gauge is going in through its separate amp gauge. Now what I'm going to do is go outside and show you what I went through to hook it up. Now keep into consideration that this windmill costs $225 roughly, plus another $150 for the mounting hardware. So you're looking $350 to $400 for one cheap windmill. The windmill that I bought was called Wonderful Online. That's the name on Amazon. It's Wonderful Online. You can look them up on Amazon. Look up Wonderful Online. And the windmills that they have on Amazon are all basically the same. There's not a whole lot of difference from one to the next. They're 400 watt. I thought I was buying a 500, but I screwed up and I didn't buy the 500. I bought a 400. So that was my fault. But yeah, look at Wonderful Online and check out all of the others that they have online, and look for the one with good reviews, which some are good, some aren't good. I don't mind the windmill that I got. It's been up there for several months now, and it's working fine. But the plan was to have some kind of a charge going on at night. A 2 amp charge is not enough. You want a little bit more than that. So I'm going to get the dogs in. Sheldon's out there getting ready to do something. Hope he's not peeing. But Sheldon's outside there in the garage doing something. So let me get him in, and I'll go outside in the wind and the cold and show you what I've got up there and what it took to install this. I'll be back. Okay, the windmill, as you can see, it's going quite well. It's blowing around, doing all kinds of stuff. What you need to install that, I think I have you can see there's a plumber's foot at the bottom of that. You need to take the base in with you to the hardware store and get the right size plumber's foot. And then you need all the pipe adapters to adapt that down to a 3-inch pipe and mount it to whatever you're going to mount it to. This one's coming down. You can't see it back here, but it goes down to the ground and it's mounted into the ground. And it is on a hinge. So if I need to take that down, I can. Another thing is you need to really isolate it away from the building if you're going to mount it to a building, because it will vibrate you crazy inside the house. I think I did a pretty good job because I can just barely hear it inside. Okay, I'm going to go back inside. I'm listening to the high noon net on 7240. Going to check in here. There'll be a visitor. Kilo Juliet 7 Alpha Zulu when the visitor time comes around. Let's go back in here. Okay, when you buy a windmill, make sure that it has the slip ring. That's on the bottom of the windmill. There's a device that lets the windmill turn 360 degrees on the pole. You need that because the wind blows from 360 degrees. It's not always the same direction, except in Wyoming. Anyhow, that's what you're going to need. You're going to need that slip ring to attach to a plumber's foot, to adapt down to a 3-inch pole, and then hook into your, go down into the ground. I hooked everything up to a T, so there's a 5-foot section in the ground and a 10-foot section from the 5-foot section to the windmill, and that's set into a T on a hinge, which at the T I brought the wiring in. I don't know if you can see it back there, but the wiring comes in right there from that T. So the wiring goes down through the pole, through the T, and into the house. But as far as the value of the windmill, I would say they are not worth it. It would take me 3 windmills to do the work of 1 solar panel. Just from the amount of wattage that I get out of that windmill. They're really not worth it. And I think we're probably going to go ahead and get a couple more just because we can, and put them up. And I'm going to actually drill a hole down into the ground 5 feet and set the pole that deep into the ground. But the value of having it, I just don't know. The purpose of the windmill was to give us some kind of energy at night, but the wind actually dies down here at night. It doesn't really blow all that much. We are getting a little bit out of them, but it's just hard to really say that it was worth the money. So go ahead and check them out. Look for the ones that have the best reviews and probably buy those. The one that I bought had good reviews. Nobody was really complaining about it, saying it fell apart, blades didn't fall off or anything like that. But I would take a look at them. Just because I say they're not good doesn't mean they're not good. It's just personal opinion that we could have done better with more solar panels. Anyhow, I'm going to publish this video. I was just asked by one of my subscribers about it, and I'm just being honest. So I'll be back. Have really crummy dogs. They're both convinced that they need to be out here. Come on, let's go. Let's go, Sheldon. Come on, let's go. Sheldon, there, finally. Okay, I'm gonna go check into this net. I'll be back. Maybe. Maybe. One more thing about the windows while I'm thinking about it. Sheldon, don't look at what he's doing. He's chewed on this wood. He's chewed on that wood. Go away. Anyhow, one more thing about the windmills. Stop it. Go away. Back. You can probably use cheaper poles to install them, but you're going to have to guy them fiercely. They're going to have to be really tied down or they'll blow away. There's a lot more force against a windmill blade than there is against, say, a CB antenna or something like that. So if I was to use like fence posts or antenna masts without guying it, it'd blow over in a heartbeat. It just won't withstand the pressure. So make sure to use at least a 3-inch pipe when you're putting one up. You can use short sections, very short sections, like if you're going to mount it on a roof mount, tripod mount on a roof or something like that, you could do that for a very short section of the antenna mast. But I don't know that I would do it. I'd stick with the 3-inch. There's just a lot of pressure against those windmill blades. So I just want to add that real quick. You can see where I had to add gravel out there for that mud spot. That'll get pushed down in and help solve a little bit of a problem. It'd be nice if we get some water out of this snow, but I don't think we're going to. Okay, I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.